Day 206. 5 iconic San Francisco bars. Let me begin this by saying that I don't drink. I am almost 6 years California sober. So I am my perspective for this is coming from a couple different things. I have run several pub crawls over the years in different neighborhoods. I know the history of, I mean, all the bars I'm going to talk about in a moment, but I'm going for like historical status, and bars and drinking culture in San Francisco have played a huge part of our history going back to the gold rush and the Barbary Coast. Why is San Francisco such a gay city? They don't tell you that. The US military, so gay bars played a huge role in the development of early San Francisco. But anyway, mostly history and the feedback that I've gotten running bar crawls is what led me, or what inspired this list. So without further ado, in no particular order, let's start with the mix. The mix in the Castro. So one time I took a group of people who I was interviewing, who I was considering hiring as tour guides for my business. I bought a full round. Y'all, this round, and I don't remember what everybody ordered, but like it was under $20. Like with tip, it was, the full round was something like $22. And I've heard that the drinks are very strong. So that was like 4 or 5 drinks with tip, $22. Guys, it doesn't get much better than that, especially in San Francisco. So for that reason alone, let me heavily recommend the mix. The mix never has a cover fee. It has a really nice back patio, again, California sober, and it is on 18th Street in the Castro, right down from 18th and Castro. And it's just a very unpretentious bar that you will go in and you'll make a friend, even if you're by yourself. So that's the mix. Number 2 is Trax Bar. I think that they changed the name, but it's right there on Haight, really close to Haight and Masonic. They used to call it the Question Mark because it used to be a place for closeted folks to hang out, as the Haight-Ashbury was in general. The Trax Bar is haunted as shit. It is haunted by somebody who is in a photograph in the bar. So go check out Trax Bar. That's all I'll say about Trax Bar. Number 3 is Vesuvius. Vesuvius should have been first, but it's, again, in no particular order. Vesuvius, again, I'm just such a huge history buff. If there's only one bar you go to, go to Vesuvius. It can be really hard to get a drink there. You really gotta elbow your way through. But that was the literary hotspot right next to Jack Kerouac Alley, where it said that Jack Kerouac used to love to drink his pints. But that was like the Beat Generation bar. And yeah, it's one of those places you have to experience. Right there in North Beach, pretty much at the intersection of Columbus, and it's right there, like kind of weirdly placed on a corner, but Columbus and Broadway. Vesuvio. You'll see Vesuvio. So that's 3. I want to talk about Teeth. So Teeth is in the Mission. It's on, I want to say it's between 18th and 19th, but I could be wrong. Teeth is huge. It's massive. Like, it's just one of those dive bars that everybody knows about in San Francisco. It's one of those places that's so iconic that you don't step in anymore because it's like it kind of fades into the background, if that makes sense. It's one of those places you always walk by. Everybody recognizes it. So I did a haunted Mission bar crawl not too long ago, and I actually went inside of Teeth for the first time. It's an awesome place to bring a huge group, and I remember the drinks being not very expensive either. So Teeth, and then last but certainly not least, Li Po. Li Po is in Chinatown on the corner of Grant and, I want to say, Grant and Washington, maybe a little bit down from the corner. Guys, Li Po is the home of the Chinese Mai Tai. I've heard they're really good, nice and strong there too. But Friday, Saturday, they open up the bar downstairs, which is basically in one of those Shanghai tunnels, which that's all I will say for now. You should take one of my bar calls if you want to learn more about haunted San Francisco and the tunnel systems that connect many of these different places. But anyway, that is just 5 of the most iconic bars that you need to check out in San Francisco.